As a retired educator, and I'm honored to be here with you today and to reflect on some things with you, the experiences we've had and the enjoyments we've had, and also some times we wondered if we make the right decision. I tell people, back then I said that your reward in education will not come when you go to the bank account and you see it's blooming beyond what you're able to need. But your reward comes when one of your former students will come to you and thank you for what you did, what you said, or the encouragement you gave them. And so, as a former educator and the chairman of our tribe, I would like to welcome each of you here today. It's a great honor for me to address the Retired Educators Association. Like all you gather here today, and those who have come to celebrate and honor, education has been a passion of mine. When I received my invitation, I pondered as to what I could tell such a distinguished group of people, such as you. You understand the value of and importance of an education. You understand the life of service. You understand the sacrifice that those we have gathered here today to recognize have made. I imagine if I could find the students that they had taught, what they would have to say. Would they say that there was a second part to them? Because of them, I learned to read. I learned mathematics and science. Because of them, I chose to become this or that in life. I wonder of the number of individuals who chose to become like them, become teachers. I imagine we all have tried to see potential in our students. And when the road got hard, we felt downtrodden. We imagined that we were teaching a student who would go on to become some outstanding leader in life. I would think I'd have been standing here today as a chairman of the largest tribe east of the Mississippi. A lot of people, I was enjoying my leisure life, working out at the fitness center, reading, but somehow or another they wouldn't let me be content. And I'm proud that I made that decision to move forward. At this moment, let me just pause and introduce my new tribal administrator, one of your colleagues, Dr. Rosalyn. A person I have tremendous respect for and confidence will help carry the torch with us and accomplish many things we're set out to accomplish. But remember, our community still needs us. Each one of us is still very valuable. Since my involvement with the Lumberton tribe, and even before that, I have seen the need for continuing involvement by our retirees. Most like you, now we have time and the skill to become involved in our institution. I was talking to one of your colleagues a few days ago. They said I had to go find me a job, part-time job, because everybody thought I didn't have nothing to do, wanted me to be going here and going there and doing this and doing that. That sounds familiar, don't it? When I was down at Boiling Springs, I woke up one day and I said, I came here to kind of take life easy. And I got to counting and I was involved in 12 committees of board. Well, I started resigning quickly, even though it was not well received. Most like you, now we have time and skill to become involved. Because of this, I have helped implement a new program at the tribe, something like CSI, in our school system. The tribe is now about to open our 4th Boys and Girls Club, and we need your help. If you ride down Old 301 past Haley Branch, you'll see a nice big building on the right. That's the new community building, which will house the elder project as well as our boys and girls. And we have problems trying to get it going this fall, maybe this summer. But we need help too. Our Boys and Girls Club is open not only to Lumberton youth, but to youth of other ethnic and racial background. I need not tell this distinguished group about the challenges our youth face. We have seen the deterioration in family and home for decades. I want to tell you of an opportunity to change and make a possible impact. One of my dreams, and I don't know whether it will become a reality, with federal recognition, I've said this public a few times, I have a dream that I want to establish a boys' academy. So that's one of our Indian boys, males, are one of the largest dropout rates. You go down to the prison, you see many of those. And I feel if we can start an academy, start them early, get them early in life, we might be able to make a tremendous impact and a big difference. That's one of my dreams. I hope to see that become a reality someday. But like the community and school that I pioneered after the school system, I would recommend and help institute the new volunteer program at Tribal Office. Ms. Morgan Hunt Warwick is head of that program and is doing a remarkable job. But we still need more volunteers. Through this program, you can volunteer to participate in Boys and Girls Clubs, and you can volunteer to participate, particularly in your talent, at all the clubs. Singers, and dancers, and retail stores, and everything else you want to do. However, whatever you see as your strength, our youth need that. We need to ensure that strength does not end with you. I heard someone make a statement the other day, maybe you heard the same one. This student came to this teacher and says, I need attention. I couldn't concentrate on my studies last night because Mama and her boyfriend were engaged in drugs and fighting. And I heard that story many times years ago, where students would tell the teacher about staying in the closet all night because of staying out of the way of things within the home. You didn't believe that would happen right here. We said that happened far away. But all those things that happen far away is also happening here. But we need all of you to continue to help us in the way you can. I'm sure that each of these individuals we honor here today pass theirs on to someone else. And I would encourage you to do the same. If it's not the Lumberton Boys and Girls Club, then there are other opportunities in your community, in your church groups. Then please volunteer somewhere. Each of us still is a valuable part of life. And as we honor these individuals today, let us look for ways that we can honor the gift that they have. Let us not think that their time has been gone in vain. One of those persons I believe I saw on the list is Mr. Theodore Lowry. He was a teacher of mine in, was his name on that list? Yes, he was a teacher of mine when I was a little boy. And I suspect he didn't think I'd ever amount to a hill of beans. But somehow one day I woke up and started thinking that education had a value, was important, and I'm glad that I was able to move forward with it. And I had members of Trustful. I had a young man. The teachers came to me and said, Mr. Swett, we want you to talk to this young man. I said, why? Because he wants to drop out of school. And I called the young man in, and we had a nice conversation. And I found out what his problem was. His problem was he was a tall, skinny, lively kid who felt self-conscious about his height in the classroom. He could look over everybody. I said, that's what bothered you? Yes. Well, I said, let me share something with you. The first day I went to school, I'm standing up there waiting to get in the classroom, Miss Sharp's classroom, Pembroke Elementary, the old building, on the porch there. And I said, I'm taller than everybody. So I didn't let that deter me, and you see where I'm at today. The young man had the potential. Several years I was at a conference, and he came up to me and said, Mr. Swett, I want to let you know something. He said, I'm where I'm at today because of you. And I'm sure each of you could tell us a similar story of the experience you had with a former student. Again, thanks for allowing me to be here with you.